Welcome back to John's Films, a place where we study the geekier side of DaVinci Resolve and film editing. Now, nobody really knows this, but I make these things between 5 and 7 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. That limits severely what I have time to create. And one of those things that I've decided to outsource, if you will, is transition creation. Sure, I'll make a transition as part of a tutorial one week, but in terms of building a solid library that I can use over and over again, that's just not what I've decided to focus my time on. So I went looking and I found Rvisuals, which I've been using for about 6 months. A buddy of mine, Matt Jackson over at VW Life, kind of mentioned the same thing. He's like, I'm trying to tell a story about Volkswagens. I just like the drag and drop stuff. And I realized, yeah, that's pretty cool. Ironically, the same day he came to me with that, Radek, the guy who runs Rvisuals, hit me up and said, hey, any chance you want to feature us on your channel? And my immediate response was no. I'm not here to sell your product for you. But then I realized I think a lot of people would like this. Not everybody's trying to tell a story about DaVinci Resolve. They're trying to tell their own story. And I really liked these things, so why wouldn't I show them off? So here we are. Let's check it out. Note, I'll have a link below for Rvisuals. It is not an affiliate link. I don't get any money out of this. I'm just thinking this is a pretty cool thing for you to check out. So take a look. Let's see what it does.
And here we are in our edit page. I've put together a sequence of snowboarding clips, and it's a dynamic topic. You've got a lot of movement in snowboarding, but even where I've just got these simple clips, some of this, like this cutscene, makes sense, but some of these you're going from one thing to the next, and a little bit more movement or a little bit more action would really help the footage move along in transition. I guess that's why they're called transitions. But in this case, I've gone through and added some of these transitions from the new Smart Pack, and these have different effects that they pull for you. You'll notice you can use them both. Like I'm using this one just on a running clip. I've got a acceleration in the timeline there for this clip, and I use that glitch as a move. And then I've got some more transitions here that I'm dropping on top. And when I say drop, I literally mean drop. Here I've got the transitions. This is my Camera Move Smart Pack I bought about 6 months ago. This is the new Smart Pack that came out this week. And you can see I can come in here and look at these and say, okay, split, light, what do we want to do? Well, I'm going to drop on top of that cut between her, and this wouldn't necessarily make sense in the video, but check out how fast that rendered out and was available to me to be able to test it out. Again, I put it over the top of the cut, and boom, I can see exactly what it's going to do. There's some that have text, and so I've got one in here with some text on it that you get to see. Here we go. Ready to shred. So I really like this because it allows me to use professional-looking transitions without having to sit there and create each of them for 10 or an hour and a half. And really, they can go, you don't want to overdo it, but I mean, there really are some slick ones in here. So that's the new Smart Packs, and those are really fast to drag and drop in. If you want to get a little bit more involved, the Camera Move Pack is what I've been using for quite some time. These you'd be pulling one in, dropping it over the top, and then you decompose it in place here. What that does is break it apart. It was a compound clip. It broke it apart into its relevant sections, and then you align the cut that's in the decomposed area with the cut that you're trying to work on, and finally you remove the Rvisual logo at the top. These are heavier, so these take a little bit more to get pre-rendered. But once they render, you've got them cached and you can run, and then of course they'll render in the final render and they look fantastic. Now I've created this sequence, and I want you to take a look at it and imagine it if it didn't have any of these transitions. I think you'd find it to be something much less interesting than what we've got here today.
Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider clicking that subscribe button. And if you really like these videos, hit that bell. It'll pop up and let you know when they're up. Have a great day.